Alright, people, so this is part 2 to the blog, Wise King Solomon and his similarities to Diddy. Right, let's just get into it. I'm gonna start the thing over with the 5 demons, because it's real important that we tap into the 5 demons. Hold on.
On this top 5 strongest demons of King Solomon. 1. Lucifer. Also known as the Morning Star, Lucifer is often depicted as a high-ranking and influential demon in demonology texts, sometimes referred to as Satan. He was once the most perfect archangel until he rebelled against God and was banished to hell. 2. Belial. Belial is a powerful demon associated with lawlessness, wickedness, and worthlessness. In some texts, he is described as the elder demon, who existed even before Lucifer and was the grand general of hell legions. 3. Beelzebub. Beelzebub is often considered one of the 7 princes of hell. He's associated with gluttony, flies, and decay. Beelzebub is sometimes seen as a high-ranking demon second only to Satan. He is said to be often devious and seduce people into worshipping false gods, including himself. 4. Asmodeus. Asmodeus is another demon prince of the 7 princes of hell, who represents lust, seduction, and desire. He is often depicted as a powerful and cunning demon who tempts humans into immoral actions, thereby manipulating them to serve his purposes. 5. Paimon. Paimon is described as a king of hell that is the most obedient to Lucifer, and he is often depicted with a crown and riding a camel. He is known for his wisdom and knowledge of hidden things. Paimon can reveal secrets or provide knowledge of various arts and sciences, and bring wealth to those who worship him at a cost of a ritual of offering or sacrifice. Top 5 strongest demons.
Okay, first let's go.
If you follow that. If you don't speak Spanish, but...
Sorry about that. First, let's go to the demon Beelzebub real quick. If y'all ever watched the cartoon Smurfs, right? When y'all watch the cartoon Smurfs, the god that Gargamel and all them indulged into, the god that the Smurfs worshipped, his name was Beelzebub. If y'all ever watched the Smurfs and y'all look into who their god was, it was Beelzebub. Sometimes they pronounce it Yelzebub, but that was the god to them, and he's a demon. And nah, I don't smoke, brother. Yeah, no problem. And he was one of the he's the 3rd most powerful demon, right? The other demon was Asmodeus. So Asmodeus is the demon that deals with lust and temptation and seduction, right? And demons, they can come in physical form, but look at them as different levels of energy and different forms of influence, right? So when I see women with tight clothes and it's jammed in they pussy, spandex jammed in they pussy, tank tops with their nipples popping out, and all these new spandex with the line going up their ass, y'all be thinking I'm hating and bashing women. But me being a person that's well studied in history, spirituality, psychology, behavioral science, I'm seeing the demonic energy. I'm seeing the dark energy. And when I speak out against this shit, oh shit, Iron's a hater. That nigga hate women. No, but I be seeing all the foolishness. I gotta go bright for y'all because I need y'all to see me. I be seeing all the foolishness. Pardon the dark videos. The first one was fucking dark, but there's so much chaos out here, and I gotta stay on a swivel while I'm teaching y'all during the chaos, right? So when you deal with the 7 chakras, right, and you deal with the higher self, you'll realize the lower self is like an anchor. It holds you down and it stops you from being progressive and moving forward and becoming amongst the anointed. In order to become amongst the anointed, you have to deal with a lot of abstinence, right? A lot of restraint and discipline, right? You have to police yourself to avoid being policed. What abstinent from what? Abstinent from sexual music all the time, abstinent from violent music all the time, abstinent from TV, abstinent from sweets, abstinent from drugs, liquor, abstinent from parties, right? So sometimes I'm in the crib, I sit still, right? No TV, no nothing. I read books. I make my 5 salats. I go to the gym, I work out. I come back, I might eat some food, no meat, right? I know I'm pescatarian. People like, oh, that's a boring life. You're in prison. Boom, 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 boom. True freedom comes with discipline, right? That's one way to achieve true freedom, through discipline. Another way to achieve true freedom is through death, right? But those is on 2 different contexts, right? We talk, if people want liberation as far as freeing their people, yeah, people gonna have to die to establish that respect and their freedom. But to be free from lust and temptation and seduction, you have to discipline yourself. You have to master abstinence and master patience and sitting still and refraining from more frivolousness, right? So the last god was Paimon, and Paimon is a good manipulator, because if y'all notice, like I was saying before in the previous blog, part 1 to this, a lot of women indulge in tarot card reading, they indulge in horoscopes. A lot of chicks love the horoscope shit. Oh, you a Sag, or you a Aries. I don't like Aries because it is blah, 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 blah. I'm black, you're black. Like fuck the horoscope shit. Like, I'm black, you're raised in the Bronx, I'm black, raised in the Bronx, you're black, raised in the Bronx. We come from black families. We both like collard greens. We both like the OJs. Yeah, you got a job, I got a job. Like, people be looking into like shit that really, I ain't gonna say it don't play a part, but people always look at more of what we don't have in common than what we have in common, right? And when it comes to blacks and Latinos, what we should look for is if we're financially compatible, physically compatible, psychologically compatible, emotionally compatible, and stuff like that. We shouldn't be focused on horoscopes and allegorical shit, right? Because when you get into this, you're subliminally indulging. You're indulging in idol worship, inconspicuous idol worship, right? So I'm not really a horoscope kind of dude. I'm an Aries, and sometimes I know the traits that so-called comes with the Aries, but I don't live, eat, sleep, shit, breathe, and dictate how I judge and deal with people off of horoscopes or tarot cards and all that. All that shit is Satanism. That shit, you start indulging in idolatry, whatever. I'm getting tongue-tied. But y'all know what I'm saying. Fellas, when y'all deal with these women, make sure these women is righteous. Make sure they on a protocol. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they don't deal with worldly women. Chicks is smoking, drinking, wearing the tightest, promiscuous shit and all that. These women is not anointed. They're not wife worthy. Not for us. They not saying they can't be wives, but not for men who seeking righteousness, discipline, men of higher learning, men who's following protocol, right, to be amongst the anointed and greater. Yeah, they might be a good wife for the blood dude, the crip dude, the nigga in the hood shooting, gang banging, selling drugs in and out of jail. They might be a good wife for that nigga. The nigga, yo, you got the Zod, roll up. Yeah, word. Yo, him pop this bottle, man. Yo, yeah, I got the Henny. They good for those niggas. Niggas that's strictly in the gym, boxing, martial arts training, going axe throwing, going to the shooting range. Niggas that's disciplined and praying, and niggas that's on a regimen and protocol. You got to get a woman that's similar to you or it ain't going to work. This is why I'm single, right? Because there's too much worldly shit going on, and people can't match my protocol. I'm not matching nobody's protocol. You got to match my protocol, because I'm the one that's going to lead and spearhead when the war go on. I'm the one that's going to have to protect you, a bunch of other shit, right? And this even apply to my daughters. My daughter, I got one daughter, but this even apply to my daughter, and this apply to my kids. Y'all either follow my protocol, or if y'all want to follow y'all protocol, go do y'all over there. But I have my protocol, and I'm sticking to it. And I know it works because I've been home 15 years. I haven't been to prison in 15 years. I don't even be getting into stuff like that, in the problems like that. When I do, I usually think my way out of it. And if I got to go physical, it'd be dark. And I can only remember 4 times in the last 15 years where I had to get super demonic dark. So anyway, that was the 5 demons, people. This all ties in with Solomon dealing with lust, lusting over women, not having self-control and stuff like that, right? Now let me go on to something else dealing with Solomon real quick. Hold on. Oh my God, hold on. Here we go. One more. This is one more.
Crazy obsession for women. King Solomon, the epitome of wisdom, possessed an obsession that defies imagination, a staggering 700 wives and 300 concubines, and awe-inspiring 1,000 women in his domain. Now brace yourselves for the mathematics of devotion. To maintain his passion, he would need to embrace 3 different women every single day. This is devotion on a scale beyond comprehension. Things take a dark turn when Solomon's older brother, Adonijah, asks for Abishag, a stunning, beautiful virgin nurse who took care of their father David before his death. As the tale unfolds, we witness an earth-shattering twist. Solomon's lust for Abishag was so intense that he ordered the execution of his own brother on the same day. This obsession knows no boundaries. Crazy obsession.
Okay. So, Solomon murdered his own brother over a woman. He's lusting over a woman. Mind you, this dude already got 1,000 wives. He already got 1,000 wives, right? He's loaded with bunnies, different joints, exotic joints, different ethnicities. He got flavors, right? But he don't want nobody else to get a wife and have fun. Like, bro, he want everything to himself. So that falls under greed, right? Nowadays, dudes say, oh, a nigga, a hater, a cock blocker. That falls under greed, right? And I'm going to tell you, I'm for polygamy. I'm Muslim. It's part of our protocol, right? You can be... Let me just say this. I'm for polygamy, right? Muslims can have 4 wives. It's best to just have 1 wife, bro. You see how he had to split his day up? You see how he had to spend time with 3 wives in one day? And imagine you got to bone all of them and imagine you got to treat 1,000 women equally. This is what I'm getting to. That shit is a headache. How you have time to do other things, handle affairs, conquer different countries, send your regiment out, make sure your men ain't stealing your gold and your kingdom ain't being undermined and all type of extraterrestrial other shit, right? So, listen, fellas, get you 1 solid joint or maybe 2. Maximum, 2 maximum. 2 solid queens that also agree with polygamy, and y'all got a movement. It's just y'all 3. Hopefully, neither one of the women have kids, and all the kids y'all do make is from you and them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always good to, build from scratch. Or if you do meet one, might have 1 kid. Yeah, you could still, with 1 kid, there's still great hope. With 1 kid, there's still great hope because you can get your 2 or 3 out of her yourself. You know what I'm saying? And still have a whole crew, and then you can raise that 1 up and bring them under the wing as yours, right? But, 2 wives maximum. But I would say just have 1, and that's your road dog, and y'all in it to win it, and she's like basically a mirror image of you. Mind, body, soul, and financially, right? And y'all balance each other out, yin and yang. Solomon clipped his brother. Real lustful, real selfish. But God blessed him with infinite wisdom. And granted him riches and everything. But he didn't really, it kind of was like he didn't have good judgment skills. Or he didn't have good reasoning and rationalization skills. He was lacking. He was flawed in certain areas. And he's still a respected prophet and king, but he had flaws. And a lot of kings and prophets throughout the Bible and the Quran and throughout history, kings, emperors, pharaohs, all of them was tested by women. All of them was tested by women. Job, Samson, ancient pharaohs. When you get all the Robert Greene books, 48 Laws of Power, 33 Strategies of War, Art of Seduction, Laws of Human Nature, Mastery, you will see even in there when they tell us stories about the Chinese emperors that ruled the Ming Dynasty, and all the other Chinese dynasties, the Qing Dynasty, and all the rest of them, the Chang Dynasty and all of them. All of the emperors was tested. One emperor, Chinese emperor, was even killed by his wife. I can't remember which one right now. One of his concubines killed him with a hairpin. Stuck the hairpin in him. The hairpin was poison or something. So, fellas, control your lust. Deal with women that's evenly yoked as you, that's of your cloth. And everything that look good ain't good, people. I want to do a part 3 because I got some rules. I want to show you some rules that Solomon left once he made these errors. So we gonna get into that in part 3. Iron, oxygen.